Shalom Rabosai. So maybe you're familiar with the famous kasha. They ask like this: how come on Hanukkah we use a dreidel, and on Purim we use a grager? On Hanukkah we use a sivivon, but on Purim we use a rashan. That's a big kasha, and I'll explain the kasha. It's mamash hafuch al hafuch. It's opposite. A dreidel. How do we hold the dreidel, Rabosai? We hold the dreidel from on top, and we twirl it from above, and on the bottom it twirls around. A grager, a rashan, is the opposite. You hold it from the bottom, you twirl it on the bottom, and the top twirls around. So what's pshat? Hanukkah and Purim, they're both chagim midrabanan, and yet over here we use a sivivon twirled from the top, and on Purim we use a rashan, we twirled from the bottom. So this is not my kasha. This kasha appears in the Tami HaMinhagim. I want to suggest a different answer. If you're interested, look in Tami HaMinhagim for his answer. I want to suggest that perhaps you can say there's a big difference between Hanukkah and Purim. On Hanukkah, we know how hard the Chashmonaim have to work. They have to organize an army, prepare the army, fight wars, lo aleinu, suffer losses in battle. So during Hanukkah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu twirled a little twirl on top, but Am Yisrael had to do a lot of work. Am Yisrael was very, very busy. If you look in Al Nisim, we stressed that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was behind the whole scene, for sure. But Masarta Giborim Biyad Chaloshim. The Chaloshim had to work very hard. Torah Tmeim Biyad Tehorim. Am Yisrael was very much involved. Very much involved. Kadosh Baruch Hu twirled from on top, and thanks to him, we were able to work very hard down below. And with the Siyata D'Shmaya, we overcame the Greeks, we had a big nace, and we celebrate Hanukkah. But on Purim, have a look in the Al Nisim. Do we mention Mordechai v'Esther? Bimei Mordechai v'Esther. At the times of Mordechai v'Esther, there was a nace. It was all HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What did Mordechai do? It goes unmentioned in the Al HaNisim. What did Esther do? It goes unmentioned in Al HaNisim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Heifartes Atzah. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu did it all. Okay, I'm not going to take anything away from Esther. I'm not going to take anything away from Mordechai. Yes, Esther had the guts to go into Achashverosh. For sure, she was Moseres Nefesh, no doubt about it. But how much did Am Yisrael do? HaKadosh Baruch Hu was working and working and working. Makdim Refuah Lamaka. Big son Viseresh. How did Mordechai find out? HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Vashti was killed. Esther took her place. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu's hard work. Al Pi Derech HaTeva. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is twirling and twirling. Now, if Am Yisrael would not have grabbed onto that grager, grabbed onto the rashan on the bottom, and twirled a little bit, so nothing would have happened. So it's interesting. Chanukah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is twirling a little bit, and Am Yisrael is working hard, and on Purim it's the opposite. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is working extremely hard, kiviyachol. All we need to do is to twirl a little bit and get involved from the mata. Yehi Ratzon Rabosai that we HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be be'ezreinu, should have so much siyata d'shmaya, so much simcha, so much simcha shel mitzvah, simcha shel Torah. And of course, if you were following, if you were following what we were speaking about, then clearly, if you put it all together, what comes out is one definitely should attend the Shabbaton. That's exactly what we were saying. The Shabbaton is the place for everyone to be, to grow in their Mesiras Nefesh, for Torah, to grow in their Mesiras Nefesh, for mitzvos, and that is the way to finish up the Simcha of Purim and Adar. Everyone should have a Freilich Purim Sameach.